Suffer Unto Me is that was the first one that started this whole Your Next cycle. I wrote that way before Your Next was even a thing, before I even met David. It was just after Shotgun Syndrome broke up, my old band, and I wanted to get back into doing music again. But I got in the mindset like I'll do an EP, get some musicians, do an EP, and then start looking for proper members, like real drummers and shit like that. And that's how I ended up getting into the whole drum program and doing drum machines, stuff like that. I think there was many iterations of the song. I think one of the first I was with Michael Lindsley out of, he was in Dreams or We Rise Tomorrow at the time. This was back in my old flat. He'd come over, we'd write some riffs, just make a night of it basically, just chill nights writing riffs. Came up with some pretty cool stuff. And after that, I went to Niall O'Hara, who was the guitarist in Shotgun Syndrome, my old band. And then I eventually moved away from my hometown and then came to Middlesbrough, and that's where I met David. He heard the track, he liked it, he liked the grooves that the drums brought in, so he managed to match that with his playing. I liked what he brought to it, like the main riff, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I thought that was groovy as fuck. It wasn't exactly how I pictured the song, but it was, in my opinion, better than what I thought of. Just he brought more groove, he brought the heaviness. Like I heard this riff and I knew I wanted to work with this guy. So, and then Your Next ended up becoming an actual thing, and then that track came to fruition. And vocal-wise, lyrics, it's about letting out all your anger, like, how do I put it? Say you have a person in your life that pisses you off so much, or like a religion, it could be a company, anything, a corporation, anything. It just pisses you off, and you need to obviously let out some steam somehow. And it's basically just so you can sit down, put headphones on, listen to that song when you're stressed, and just let it all out in a healthier way, without actually hurting anybody. War Deities, I believe that was the first song we actually wrote. I actually started recording. We went for something a bit more diverse with this one. Like, you've got the heavy grooves that you previously heard in Suffer Unto Me, but you've also got a bit of melody, some eeriness. Some parts of that track are very creepy, angry, powerful, fast, slow. It's a very diverse song, and and David brought that. He brought that with his riffs. The drums, I just kind of wrote what came out of me, and he fit his guitar perfectly with what I wrote. Lyric-wise, it's about the emotions of hate, all the negative emotions: hate, anger, depression, stuff like that, sadness. It's just all about them emotions, and having them like consume you, take over your life. Like, say you've pent it up for so long and you haven't released it, you just held it back, and eventually you're going to explode, and that is going to consume you, most likely fuck up your entire life. And it's basically saying, look, if you don't do something about it, this is how you're going to end up. I've been there, I know many people who have been there, everybody's been there, and it's just basically a healthier alternative, just to warn you that if you don't do anything about it, something's going to happen. Fuck Everything is the anthem track. I wanted to have a very anthem style song, like kind of like Slipknot's Surfacing. Songs that get everybody pumped up and just jumping around, singing along. And I feel like we brought that. Lyric-wise, it's just about standing up for yourself, not giving a fuck. This is me, deal with it. I don't care what you think. Fuck you. It's just all that kind of stuff. And I wanted Sean Payne in at least one song, I've always wanted to work with him ever since I first met him. When I first met him, it was I was in my old band Shotgun Syndrome, and he was in a band called Manquerder at the time. They booked us to support them, so we went down to Sunderland, which is where the gig was. Played, got to know them, became friends with a lot of the guys in Manquerder. Now some of them are in Errorbar, the others are in Science Fiction, also. All great guys. And I heard Sean when I saw Manquerder, I heard Sean's vocals, and I was like, holy shit, nobody sounds like this guy. This guy is so fucking unique. Great, fantastic vocalist. Great guy as well. And every so often we'd gig with Manquerder, and like he'd invite me on stage. I think I did Laid to Rest by Lamb of God once, to pick up the lyrics. I'm sure I did. Then we did Davidian by Machine Head. That was another night. That was a good time. So yeah, I've always wanted to work with Sean Payne, and I felt this was the track that needed him on. Leave the Seed is probably the most eerie of all the tracks. It's very sludgy, grimy, chunky, very chuggy metal. Like, it's not so much it's an angry song, yes, it's a very angry song, but it's not something that you necessarily jump around to. You can, but it's like the emotional core of the song is just anger burning within, sort of thing. I was listening to a lot of Scar the Martyr at the time, and that's obviously came across in the track. I think I was heavily influenced by Scar the Martyr. It was just about when their debut album came out, and obviously I think this kind of Scar the Martyr kind of influenced this track quite a bit. I wanted a song to kind of reflect myself the most. Like, this is a very personal song. I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm not particularly comfortable about talking about it too much. It's a song about abandonment, really, like family, friends, abandoning you. You can interpret it any way you want, but to me it's about family, several family members. I'm not going to name any names or anything like that. Yeah, it's just kind of a song that just an outlet for myself that I wanted to get out of my system, really. This is something that's been going on my whole life, really. I'm not going to get too much into that one, but yeah, David made that song, and recording that song particularly was very therapeutic. It helped us out a lot. Yeah.